Nakawatai, nakawa, nakawutai, kawatai, nakawa, 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 nakawatai. Hello, one more week of light languages and collective healing intentions. I'm Ismael Rodriguez. We are in the week 95, as you can see there. And we are here, some brothers, sisters, spreading love and light languages in the world. And we are going to start with some blessings. My brother Wesley is the first one in the screen, so I'm going to let him go ahead. Wesley, whenever you like.
All right, super. Thanks, Ismail. Wish everybody the very, very best. Through this whole call. Kia wa satani yakatia. O watatua mayaka kia sa. O wasatai akawa awaiata naia mawa sawa. Kia katua kasawa. Ko wasai mai kuata ko atai awati atai kanua o wata o wayati akutu wasawa nuayata awayata kiatau wasata mai akau wasataya mai aku ataua iwa ataua o wasai atau wanai wayata bakau ata bakau atae kasai atau akau ki akati akosu atai kini yawa ko sai naio asauata kumbaiaka wasa. Baia uasa uayata na ua mama maia wa kasu akania o atanua na mai uata baka uata uayata ua uasa uata Mayatua, Bayawa, Suayata, Go Taya, Maiwa, Tayaka, Kiwa, Iwa, Awasa, Nawaiaka, Kiaya, Awa, Sua, Nayaka, Kiwayata, Uasa, Kiwayata, Ua. Mayawata, Kuayata, Kiwata, Uasata, Wayata, Kuatata, kuyata, noyata, kianuayata, tuyata. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Wesley. Thank you so much. So very powerful. Kawana Tayanaka. And now, Alison.
Uena he si shana akai uvana uena sata ira kuno umana iti. Sashana ha vashana uikine asatare kine tuimana asata shoto unuku umana ata. Isarakina oto uk nahere shinu imene he kuina ka asashuro ukunu umana ata so shovere ekine satai. Ara puno ui inaha satakana mana e doe vashana e kire he na kato umana ato u se she e I inaha. Iha naha e ko unaha ia naha I saha na aka a nana. Avahan ui naha I uena ke e se shana o tuire kinama. Hara ushana atasa. Ire e une e iknak ato ufasha iknohoto ue naha a. Waka I nehe I aha uaha o uana a sarekena a. Kwa shana o bore ki mana a setere kinasha.
Super powerful, Alice. They feel like they've been wanting to come out for a while. Super powerful. Wow. I really felt like, wow. Yeah. Super powerful. Thank you so much. And Wesley as well. Wesley warm up the engines really here. Very beautiful. Erin.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Tere sikiayako shayayako shakotoe sayayato shekumala tai sikima dali iyasoko shayato satoe shetuma tai siki kru otoe shayam dali sikiwa shaku 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 shakush deyam zoe shekumayato shakiato shakotoe shetoko to Seya sokoto e shetumaya sitea yo shokoto ya tai siya kosho. Duma tai sikia to e shetam do e shetam shatokia tao e shetu to. Shamea soto e shaya koshe ata umala tai siki washka tai sukosho to shokosh. Siwa shakuso to esha yampe yase o shoko to. Sue se ya to kimaya to shakuto eshai. Siwa sayo shai akaya no so eshe. Te ya to eshe. Simaya to shekia to se to eshe ya te ayam te ayosai. Shalko yamke ayata isio to eshe kia to kiamakali. Suayato ki aishayo soko shoto eshayato omala. Sumatai yato esheki matai yosoto esheki yasayato sheto. Te yasioto kri alasito shekuto emaya sutaya yosayato shekimaya. Teri iya sayo shaki amata oshe to sotoko to. Shayo yo soto esheki matau. Te ayo sawe shekumaya toko to eshe. Tu mata to yese yasi oyoto. Sheya sikimaya to shekuto eshe. Sumaya to sheto.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Erin. Thank you. Nice, super nice. Tammy, you mentioned that you download codes. Is that right?
I do. I didn't mention it, but I do.
You did?
You just asked if I did light language, and I said I do, but you must have gotten that.
You do, yes.
But yeah,
yeah, if you feel like doing receiving downloads, yes, write it down, and if you want to share with the group later on what it came through, they are super helpful always. Brother Luis, his connection got dropped, and he might come in a minute. And he does wonderful codes as well. Erin as well, she gets a lot of downloads. And so, yeah, we will share them at some point as well. And you will see that some of us, we have the ability to interpret them. And we will also bring messages from those codes. So it's a lot of fun when you do that, it's like we are all doing like a role, a different role, and it's so beautiful when we put all together. We are supposed to do that here on Earth, to put all our skills all together, and yes, and we will find the meaning that way much more easily. Yeah, thank you, Dami. Thank you for saying. And Kathy and also downloads codes, I think. Melissa, how do you feel? Do you feel like doing a transmission, like blessing?
Yeah, I can do
Okay,
it.
all right.
I'm just so excited and seeing all this little baby seals and baby rabbits and stuff. It's cute. Okay.
Okay, love.
Eashiki netaya koshta nata koshta mayanata koshi. Ea natai shikore nata shakaya nataya korea. Ea shakamaya natoshiki. Aya nataya kore nata shakaya notoya. Ea yema nataya koshaka. Ea natasha koye niti okoya. Ea nataya koshana. Ea kore nataya koshakaya notoya. Ea ya nataya koshukaya. Ea maya notoshikia. Aya notoshokoya nataya koshamaya natashikia. Anataya koshamayana. Aya nataya koshokoya maya natoya. Kaya notoshiki. Ea mara notoshokoya maya natashoko. Ea ranato shokoya. Ea mashikia natia koshamaya. Ea natayo komea natia koshikia. Anataya koshamaya natako shaya natakoya. Ea mara natashokoya. Ea kore netea koshamaya natashokoya. Ea makore natashoko. Ea mare nete okoshomia natia koshamaya. Ea rototoye keshikia nataya koshakamia nate shiki. Akore nataya koshama. Ea mashokori eniti shikia moya nata shokoya. Ea kore nataya koshama. Ea mara notoya kea. Ea mako shokoye netia koshama. Ea natasha kama yenotoye kia. Tia koshokaya.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. As usual, so connected to that light language, so powerful, beautiful. So now let's start taking some deep breaths. I'm going to proceed with my blessing and then also with the grounding meditations. So the first thing is to take some deep breaths, and when you inhale, try to get a golden energy coming to yourself through your crown chakra, and let that golden energy go everywhere in your body. And then when you exhale, send all the worries, all the tensions, and all the problems to the center of Mother Earth, and visualize them, how they dissolve and they become part of nature. Yeah, we send any worry, any problem that we have had during the week or during the month, we send them to the center of Mother Earth with that golden energy, and we visualize in that lava or that magma how it dissolves and become part of everything else. Yeah, let's do that, and it's very simple. And visualize the golden energy coming through your feet. Sometimes you might feel like a type of roots coming out from your feet, also golden, and through your sacral chakra, feel the energy coming to the Mother Earth. Takuha tauhu tayuma ano ko taitana. Sonietia nako. So as you receive this light language transmission, do this exercise of grounding. Katuma atuo nekawata. Sauma anuruku iniakuma untakuhuana. Unakuhuanata. Ineko untayuma kahuma taitana. Onakahuma ituma aya. Otakahuma asawataka. Tawama sinakuwa. Imama kumata umataitata. Seneko ho ontaikaka. O mahatuma ahatai. Esena makuneta kakumatete kiumakukushuniapa. O masataine. O nekakumata kumata sekakumahi. Sauhuo nakahuana. Seninka naku o mahai. Eneka hunti shawata. Huina kaumta isanawe. Ohoronaki o nakatue. Serukuor nakaruk ohoar. Sonorukuor anai kahor. Senieti nakahon natawo. Renakahar. Orneakior. Hurmakahatarno. Enarakahornaranawo. Shinurukahakwa. Hanako tahata humakaor. Sekuon tahorno. Homatai shanakonta. Sonakahara kura. Teshanakuan takiuho tuyua. Teshakwa. Takumakatio hornoku tia. Geni tutuoka. Onakataku koka taita. Esa kwata kahawaka. Esa kuona kahontikua. Sonaka hoti. Esa nakua. Senakua katawa. Tamakumatakashi nekata. Omakatina kumata. Tumakahata itakuma. Eseneki yakuaha. Anakuohata inakahuana ua. Umahanakuohata mamama umamai. Tasawaka wataichi waka watainake. Sheneakanaka watakawaka tiene. Shawamapa wapa isata wapa. Esinakahata watachapa. Tinakuaha. Sawataita kunakawata. Tene shakwanta ikatu. Shentakumahatia inahuata. Tianahuata ika. So yeah, I'm receiving these messages from the Lyran saying that yes, that these energies that we are receiving in the planet, they are very challenging for all humans. They have this challenge, let's say, effect on us, and they tend to distract us from who we truly are. These energies comes to Earth so that we can clear up what is left from our inner layers and shadows, so that we can face and, let's say, undertake the next steps in the near future. Atuho na ahatuho ata ioko otikua sana ota I hakwata. Is advisable to, if you start focusing because of these challenges in let's say in 1 pixel of the whole reality, it is important or is advisable to meet with other brothers and sisters who have also the abilities activated and gift activated, so that you can see with each other all these patterns that are happening to you all. Also, your brother or your sister, they might need some support and some help. It only takes sometimes a short meeting for you to remind each other who you truly are and come out from the pattern that you might be a little bit lost within. Hatuo ka hon taio na, like turning in circles. Hatuo hai ishakuora neka hon taio. That reminder from each other, reflecting each other, will bring that courage that you need to go any farther. Not for doing that, you are any weaker. Not for calling on a brother or sister, you are any weaker. We are not talking about dependency or depending on someone. We are talking about sharing the skills that you've been collecting over the decades. Kakuo tishakuo, neko tatua kaha. The more the energies become challenging, you have these tendencies more and more to get in your own cocoon. There is nothing wrong on that apart from taking it to certain extremes. Hu no ko otaio otoi taka onta, when it simply often might take minutes to meet with someone and just share a laughter and a smile, a song, anything really from life. Kahutu o saor sene tukuntua kontaio ronakua sheni anakuata. Spirituality doesn't mean to get between you more and more separated. The contrary, these are times that you should start meeting more and more. It's not accidentally that these times of COVID have getting to an end. These are signs and opportunities that you should start using, obviously, from your free will. This is only some advice from our collective, but it will do a lot of good to you all if you start socializing again, meeting again with your brothers and sisters on earth. Kota huro narukor anarak aruna esio nor oko tu hona atoana. And flow with the energies that you will be connecting with each other. Many of you are still under the conditioning of staying only within is the only solution, which meditation, it is wonderful. You will always find a lot of information there about yourself, the infinite, everything else in the cosmos, but you are not here on earth to be separated from each other. You've been separated for far too long already. So please listen to your souls and start connecting with the whole grid of humanity. Kahu no ohuya no huinaka hon, eso huna asa oko, ianaka ana ohuina. Open your hearts to opportunities. Your brothers and sisters, just as messengers, will be opening also doors that you might not see just in your own. This is not because you are, let's say, limited or any less. It's just because you are supposed to connect with each other and collaborate with each other, as this vessel mentioned before. Haru hatu hotakaro koinakara, osaku onata koro kusharakar, enetanaku narakaoro kata, asakwanakawa, senior no kuanatayo. Many of you are hiding behind spirituality, haku, using spirituality as an excuse to evade your own fears, kuhua natural, huata, thinking and believing that are the only methods to face whatever you have to face still pending there. Not only our collective, but many other collective keep coming to you or to tell you this message. This is a coming back and returning into communities on earth. Humanity is coming back to your ancestral origins. You listen, please, to your hearts. Listen to your souls. Do not fear other brothers and sisters because they have also a lot of power. Believe, trust. If you trust your brother, if you trust your sister, you are trusting Source. Tinaruanak. There is still a lot of fear trusting you, between you. Hatu huanar osionoroka oshuona esanorona. These are time to face all these fears. Trust each other. Trust the love and the commitment that all your brothers and sisters have had over the last decades. Hana no tioro no hon tioro. You've been collecting all of that and remembering all of that so that you can put it all together and get the grit together. Kuona kuontai shonoruku tuyoruna. We wish you all the best and we are loving you always. Call on us. We will send you love and courage. We will be with you here during the time this group, and also anytime you call on the Lyran collective energies. Honoroku hontai toronu huntioronakata. Eni eneki anakoto. We are always happy to help, but remember, if you don't call on us, we don't have the permission slip we need to interact and to work and collaborate with you. This is the only reason why we tell you, call on us. Takuorna nioro no kua. We'll be very happy to assist you and bring that courage. Hatuor no kuarana. Sembiakuata. We all will always blessed. Takuon tayana. So yeah, these are something that I've been also experiencing a lot, and it's so interesting this message, because I have been feeling this from my brothers and sisters a lot as well, and it's happening. We have these tendencies to apart ourselves from, to put ourselves apart from each other. And the messages that I keep getting from everyone is meet guys, start meeting more, because you are here for a reason. You came to Earth for a reason. You came to Earth to live life, to live, but not in the way we've been learning from all this COVID separation. But now all of that is getting dissolved, and now it's time so that we can get together again and put together all our skills and face the issues. We all have issues. We all have things to face every day. And when we meet brothers and sisters and we share it, we realize that that we are not alone on one hand, as I say before. On the other hand, just by sharing what you are facing or going through, you might help so many people out there. So many people, including obviously the people here on the group, but also so many other people who might come across with this video, or if you are somewhere outside in the physical world, start doing that. Start doing the gathering. It's the same. We need to get back to our innocence, like that song from Enigma. It's a song that keeps coming to my mind in these last weeks. It's been for months now, but in the last weeks it keeps coming. It's the return to innocence, no? Returning to innocence and returning to our origins. The ancestral light languages keep coming very powerfully, telling us the same message. You need to start taking actions of putting some more effort in meeting with each other and putting those fears aside. It's not easy. I know that it's not easy. As I mentioned before, for me was 3 months really difficult in the beginning when I started these groups, but honestly, I don't regret a second that I used to face all those fears and anxiety. Periods that I had, and when I'm getting these messages, these are not messages that I feel only for you guys or for the people watching the video. They are for me also, of course. I always leave as much as I can, my psyche, my thinking, my mind aside, and I let the energy talk by itself, and I'm like a spectator observing what that information, and that information is literally for me as well. So yes, I'm going to start coming out much more to do speeches in public and gatherings in public as well. It's like I will continue with this, but the last week of each month I will start doing more in outside here in Southampton. So if you are around, you want to, you can find me with Metatron Ismael A. Rodriguez, and you can find me in Facebook with that name, Metatron Ismael A. Rodriguez. And you can just knock in my door and say if there is something coming along in the last week of the month, and I will be very happy to inform you what we are doing, or if I'm meeting some brother or sister somewhere. At some point, my brother, like I say, brother Wesley and we might meet in the Avebury. Melissa also is feeling the call to meet in Avebury or in Glastonbury. She's feeling more the call to Glastonbury, but we might take the opportunity to go and visit Avebury at the same time that the Stonehenge. So we might start doing activities like that. So if you are in UK, knock in the door, and we'll be happy also to meet you in person. That's gonna be wonderful, because if it is wonderful already like this, oh my God, it's gonna be massive, like a supernova when we meet in person. Really, It's gonna be amazing. So let's start, if you like, with the first intention. So those who speak light languages, you can share your light languages with this intention of sending love and light to everyone, including everyone in this group, of course, for health, physical, mentally and psychologically and energetically, for all of us in the planet, for all the grid. Those of you who don't speak light languages, like we were talking before with Stephen, you don't need to. Just put your intention, like he does with the water, like he does for everything else that he has around him. He put his love, his intention, and he finds the benefits from doing that. Put it into practice, the Anki. Yeah. Argonite? Is that Argonite? Your microphone, Stephen.
It's copper.
It's copper, yeah.
Copper wrap around.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to get one made which has a D-jade. Is it D-jade in the middle? And also the tall crock of Thoth. Those are supposed to be the real combination, if you can get the sequence right to go in the portal.
Wow, how awesome. If you feel like sharing things like this, Stephen, with everyone at some point, honestly, share it as well. Because we might not have much knowledge about everything that you have.
Oh, okay, so I want to say, when I was breathing and guessing while you was all talking, wow, I got and look at my arms now, they're going on, and I was getting lots of very nice, fine energies. And also, and I want to show you, I'm going to be a bit funny here. I couldn't stop laughing when you said Metatron, because when I switched off, I went to stand on something that I have made. Yeah, to see whether I would astro travel. Yeah, and just let me show you.
Beautiful.
Metatron on granite, Wesley.
Yeah, I really want to get one of those, and because I've been called to get one to use it as a grid with the crystals. So yeah,
as well.
That's what you do with them.
And then my brain told me, oh, you have some cut-offs of granite. Go on, bring one upstairs. And I'm not so neat and tidy. And it's part of a theory I had to get over. Yeah. And I was like, oh. And I thought, no, just do it and just breathe. And so I managed to make a nice one, you know.
Wonderful. That's so lovely. As I say,
the sticker. You can just buy the sticker and try and put it on something.
Yeah, exactly. Or sometimes they come like in a cloth and with the print on it. And then you can use the grid and make it the grid. But I felt called to get in a glass as well.
Yeah,
I felt that
there's
call.
certain angles that generate energy from sacred geometry.
Yes.
I don't know what they are. They're almost like church steeple sorts of ones, which kind of went interlaced with the sky to bring down the electricity, which we should have had for free, you know?
Yes, sorry. I know. It's so amazing. I love it. Yes, so please do share these things, even if sometimes you see my eyes with a question mark. We are not supposed to know everything. And that's what I was saying before. Some of you, they are going to bring codes. Some of you are going to bring other knowledge to the group, and we put it all together. And the world truly benefits from this. It's time to speak up those vibrations that we cannot usually speak in the supermarket, let's say, or when we are somewhere else in public. And so, although I'm already talking in the supermarket also light languages, and I don't really, it's like so often I walk in the supermarket and it's like nobody can see me. It's literally what I get from my guides is like I'm vibrating in a different vibration. So it's like they know that there is somebody there, but they don't totally see who is there. Somehow, I don't know how that happened because I never had that experience.
I've had this told
in the other way around. But it
been
makes
told,
sense
I've
in
not been
terms of
told.
vibration and frequency. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Stephen.
Oh, sorry, I got exact. Yeah, I've been told that, but sometimes people don't see me. You know, and it's like almost this thing that's been put around me where people can't see me. It's a very strange, but it makes you, if you don't take it personally, then you kind of learn.
Yeah, exactly. It's that's very important that you say that. Don't take that personally. If you are having this experience because it can hurt, it can make you feel like, why did nobody has looked at me, or why not even the guy in the tilt that he's actually scanning the products that I'm buying. He doesn't even notice me there. So it's like he tell me the price. He tell me the price, and that's it. I pay and I go, and it's like even like I'm not there. If you take that personally, it can hurt a lot. But yes, just try to understand if you are having a similar experience. Don't take it personally, because it's nothing wrong with you. It's nothing wrong with you. On one hand, a lot of people are in their own cocoon, like in the channel it was mentioned. Yeah. On the other hand, some other people, they just don't see you. They are in density, let's say in a more dense state of frequency, and they just don't perceive you as you will perceive another brother or sister here, not in the group.
Did you talk to me, Ismail? Because I didn't hear you. Sorry, I was fixing my headphones.
No, I was sharing with everyone that sometimes people don't see us when we are walking somewhere outside in the street or buying something. And yes, I was just saying to the same thing that Stephen mentioned, that don't take that personally, because if we do, we can get really hurt, but it's not anyone trying to hurt us, really. That's why it's important to get this information that we are sharing here all together, because it's happening to a lot of brothers and sisters who also share with me private messages. Yeah, Sister Alison had to walk the dog. She might come back in a minute.
I just wanted to thank you as well. I could really feel your energies with groups. Yeah, and I was getting I get like a magnetic toroidal fields. And like a doherty one, where sometimes when it's nice that you can start to see them through the haze, and also I was getting nice vortexes coming in. And when you think, and there's lots of lights, but it's almost strange. Then I get like an oblong sometimes, and it's in white, but that's black. But then also it goes into like a greyish and a whitish color. But then I even had the framing like not too pinky, but like a pinky purpley color as well. It's like feel nice things.
It's gonna happen many things, Stephen, many things. Honestly, all along these 95 weeks we have had what we will have called before miracles, really. It just sounds like a little bit weird to say, no, but we do get miracles when we share this love together. We do get these things that we used to call before miracles, and they are so nice. And sometimes we spend a very tough week with a lot of challenges, and then we come here, we meet, and we feel that it's really like a Formula One pit, like where we get all the service done in everything that we need, and then we are ready for the next week coming, and it benefits everyone, really. And it's so wonderful. A lot of people are going to start, feeling the third eye activating more and more. It might be any other chakra. It might, just in a second, I'm with you, Khadija. It might manifest in many ways. Also, I have seen Tammy doing movements like this, yeah, if you feel like your body feels like moving, please don't stop it. Don't force it to stop, because it's channeling the energy. Yeah, it's nothing weird. If you are
I process energy for many.
Yeah, it's a lot of energy going through us. So it's normal that our body might need to move, like the Sufis they used to do with the dancing. Yeah, what they do is channeling. As they dance, they become a channel. In Spain, the flamenco dancers, that became more like a show type of thing, dancing. But in the origins, is also channeling energy. That's why they do the tapping and they do the things with the hands in the air. They are moving energy, and the tribes of gypsies in the origin, they used to do the flamenco and everything as a way of channeling the energies from the universe to for Mother Earth, grounding the energy, really, no? Like we are these antennas constantly channeling the energy and bringing the energy to Earth. We are not separated, even if our mind make us think about that. We are not anytime separated. Our channel might shrink and get narrower, but that's why we have these abilities today of expanding how? Connecting with nature, walking barefoot, listening to songs that we like, vibrating, doing activities that excite us. Connecting with simplicity, with love and everything that you really like. Khadija, yes, what you wanted to say?
Yes, please. When you mentioned the third eye, I felt like tightness in my forehead. You know, it was so strong.
Very strong.
Also, I want to ask you, please, like this light slang activation, does it, because I was trying to connect with my higher self, you know.
Yes.
So I do meditation daily, but I'm not connected yet. I feel like my energy changed, you know.
Yes.
But so that's why I want to ask you, like these activations, they will help me to connect.
Do you want to answer to that, Erin?
Yeah, the biggest message came through for you, that you are very much connected with your higher self already. You do receive so much inspiration, and you get, like, throughout your day, you might get an idea, or you might hear yourself say something to you, and you might think it's just your regular mind talking, but it's actually, you are connected to your higher self. So I just want to give you so much confirmation on that.
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you.
I work with a lot of energy, and I do sit with a lot of clients, and right away I could pick up this really beautiful energy from you, because you are tapping into your multidimensionality, and I think what your journey is going to be about is really just acknowledging that, like your 3D personality self just has to kind of acknowledge that you really are such a beautiful being as you are, like you're gorgeous. And yes, you can definitely, will help you to activate you further, but I just want to give you that confirmation already. And I just really felt called.
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is very important for me.
Good. Yes, I really, it was like right away, it was like, you must tell her. I was like, okay.
Thank you so much. This really means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, and Kathy says in the chat, my body has been spiraling up and down, my body up to my lower back, then back down for 2 years. It never stops. I wonder what that is. Thank you for explaining. Anyone volunteering to answer that? Wesley.
Yeah. Well, for me, from my experience, it just weaves and it interconnects. And it's like what you were saying with the Sufis. I spent some time with the Sufis. And a lot of information that was shared in the past, like I was asked to go to certain Sufi gathering. It's all through orders. What it is just connecting to the divine. That's my understanding of it anyway. and we're kind of working in that it's actually that divine essence, really, and it's weaving with the interwoven fabric of what is connecting to everything anyway. So it's Kuni asu ata ki atua ni awaya tua tata uasata waya tata ti awaya ta kuyata. And then it kind of reflect back to even the question that was asked earlier on, and it's connecting into the divine aspect of the self, and you say higher self or whatever else. And I think that aspect of the self is already there, and then it's acknowledging that, which Aaron already says, and then that becomes more apparent. So sometimes we say, are we connected? Aren't we connected? And we were always connected. And then it's that aspect of even acknowledging that sometimes we think that's not connected, but it is connected, because we're living, breathing aspects of that anyway. I know, does that answer that? But did it kind of go this way or did it go that way? But with the energy, the swirling, you start weaving through the patterns of the body, and starts it's like a dance. It becomes like a dance for me anyway. And then you can start communicating of that divine, that divine dance of what already is anyway, which comes out in many expressions, in many forms, many understandings. And then you see you're going back to what already is. Hua saya tuna ia kai wayata humba ia ka tuata ia wayatua suata naya naya wayatuata uasata te ia wayata, which is the beauty of that. Like, yeah, it's it's so connected, but it's so intertwined with every at the same time as well. And that's why we would say I understand either the First Nations or resonate with like the Egyptians, or resonate with the old Celtic traditions, or I would resonate with the Maori, or that's just all aspects of of our connections, and then we're all coming together. And I think it's a returning of the Kinoya Suya Ta Kuasa Uya Ta Kuna Iwa Tiwata, the many tribes. So
exactly.
Thanks very
I
much.
know all this energy. Thank you, Wesley. All these energies that we are going to share now in a minute will be supporting, cleansing, removing all these challenges that they are not any longer needed, and that might be acting as an obstacle to keep going on with our life. And then we will do the activations later on in each of you. So that will also help with anything, because the light languages, they have it's intelligent by themselves. They will go not only where we put the intention, but anywhere where you need it. So if you are having issues, Kathy, with this energy going up and down and all of that, they will be helping you. It won't be only activating the light languages on you, but also helping you in allowing them to flow better.
Ismail, did you get a feeling that it could be like a Kundalini energy going up and down this way? Like, because I personally have had that experience, but it just was like a one-time event where like not maybe continuously, and maybe what it's trying to do is clear this energy more. So the light language will help, but I'm really picking up that you have this like big Kundalini energy that's actually just kind of rising up at this time. So that is a big activation as well.
What is happening to you is nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong. You just need to readjust and to flow, like brother.
And what it can do as well, it actually breaks up certain fields, breaks certain densities, and it's a dynamic flow. So it's working with that dynamic flow, because sometimes I know like it can be challenging as well in ways, but it's like for me, because that's actually one of the things that's happened to me is I started receiving this energy, but it's reworking it. So it's actually integrating it and just running it. So it's becoming aware, right? This energy is going. This energy is going. So then it's reintegration of it within this field. So it's kind of.
There is a process. We should understand that the things are getting activated as the Earth is ascending, and things are taking also some time to readjust within us. And yes, it might be taking months, yeah, even years, like you say, 2 years. Yeah, it has been taking the whole decade for me, and they
It's like,
keep
wow.
coming, and they keep racing, and they are always something new. It's like when you think or when you believe that you have accomplished something and that something's gonna stop there, there is something else coming, and there is something else that you need to process, adapt, and expand within you. So we are experiencing constant readjustment and constant, which is what we call ascension. Really, is happening in so many aspects of ourselves. And often it might feel like our sister Alison sometimes experience, even with headaches, isn't it? Or migraines. Sometimes our body sometimes is just taking so much sometimes, and depending also what is happening in the collective, because many of us, we are very, very empathic, and we are very easily taking the energy from the area where we are, and sometimes, yeah, we're not even wanting, we get it, and it does affect us also. So there is so many things happening at once. Also, in a astrological level, things are also interfering with us. Everything is interfering with us. Really, it's like, and in the process of ascension, why is so tough? Well, it's really tough because it's really like that, coming back to remember how we were dealing with that in the past, in our origins, or how our ancestors were dealing with all those powers and energies. Yeah, but apart from that, we are going into new, unique levels of evolution as well. So it's not only coming back to the ancestral, but Earth is going to a new level also of evolution. So all of that is being tough, really, and that's why they say, guys, you really need to, in a way, start getting together more and start talking more and express more, do activities more together. And kunata kushanata. Yeah, brother, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was off.
No, it's
Sorry.
okay, brother. It's okay.
Oh no. There's one thing I will say, actually, because it's just coming to me, and I need to say, that's why I put the hand up, but I didn't want to interrupt you. Shoes off if you can, or if it does happen, shoes off, and just walk around the grass, and like just even let the energy flow if you can. Same again as choice, which I know, and it's like, it's just expressing it. So it's like, going into nature or whatever, and you're like noticing, right, it's starting to feel it, and just going with it, and just letting the energy flow, because like barefoot as well, like super important, and yeah, because that'll help the energy circulate. And yeah, I could have had to say that there, but yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you. So
it's okay, brother. Well, I don't feel it like an interruption, but like talking together. This we tap into the same energies. Often you're going to see that we are connecting messages. There was an occasion that we were, Wesley, Erin, and I, and it was mind-blowing, all the information that we were tapping into. We were saying the same thing, but we were taking turns, and we were connecting. And that phenomena has happened also, like over the 95 weeks, like with other people and with all the group. And you will see that the more we come out there and we express to each other, we talk to each other, the more we are going to have this phenomena happening to all of us. Try, like Brother Wesley say, try to express anything in any way you can. Yeah, it's the going inward or alone or only somehow it shows that it's not anymore, let's say, enough. It's going in, out, no? It's like the flow of that infinite symbol, no? That goes in and it goes out, it goes in and it goes out. And that's how we start flowing. And so often, because of the stages that we've been through in the last decades, like I mentioned before, we might believe that we need to go back and stay for long periods inwardly, and it's more now like a combination of everything, and overall take action. I'm coming across so many situations of parents who are having more issues with their children, teenagers, children of any age, that they cannot cope with the school anymore. They cannot cope with the education system that we have anymore. Many parents take the decision to educate themselves, their own children. Some other parents, they take it to special centers, but these special centers, at the moment, they are private and they cost a lot. Not everyone can afford those places to take their children there. And so I will make a call, because this is part of what I'm going to be doing in the future. I'm going to be educating children and teenagers. So if you feel, or someone listening to this video, if you feel the call to do a project like that, also get in contact with us and share what you are feeling, because we might be in that line or in that path together in order to create it and manifest it here on 3D as well. No, but we need to bring things to the 3D world. It's not about running away from the 3D world anymore. It's about interacting with it as well, because we need to help the whole collective as well as we help ourselves. So it's continue looking after yourselves, self-love constantly, yes, but action is required also. Instead of staying, they say, instead of being like arm crossed like that, complaining about how bad the world is and how wrong some stuff is in the world. Yeah, it's good to share, to talk about it, but it's time for actions as well. And I come from a country where we speak a lot. In Spain, we speak a lot. And then this message is something I bring on Fridays. I do another group for Portuguese and Spanish people on Fridays. And I'm bringing this message to them, that this is also the time to speak a little bit less, share what you need to share, but then go outside and start doing what you feel in your heart's doing. And start, you don't need to create that school or that center from nothing like this magically. Go step by step, call people, connect to people, share your ideas with people, share what you feel with people, because you will find out that many sisters and brothers are there also wanting to do something similar to what you are feeling. You might get very surprised when you start expressing that out loud. But if we keep all these feelings inside, many brothers and sisters won't feel like, or maybe some of them, they might feel that is a dream that cannot even be accomplished, maybe because they don't have the money sources to do it. But yeah, if we start expressing all of this, we might get people who would like to invest on projects like the ones we are mentioning. Or it doesn't need to be related only to education, to anything, to the ecosystem, to so many things that they are still in Earth, needing to have something, let's say, maybe some readjusting as well. Yeah, Melissa, her connection totally dropped. This might happen also with the light languages energies. The vibration gets so high that if you are using Wi-Fi, the call might drop very, very suddenly. So don't worry. Just click again in the link, and I will let you get in. Let's do the intention. Let's do the intention for all humanity. So let's focus our love and hearts. Like I said, if you don't speak light languages, just do a normal prayer. Just put your intention, if you like, to join us, just by sending love to the whole planet, to the whole collective, so that we can get rid of all these things that they are bothering us mentally, psychologically, physically, or energetically. Yeah, whenever you like, activate your microphone if you wish. And yeah, if you feel like singing, you can sing. If you feel like playing an instrument, a musical instrument, play the musical instrument. Anything is valid. Everything is frequency. So welcome. Anything that you do from your heart is super welcome. It's contributing to really, really raise the vibration in the planet. Takua nati akuha tayanama. Shiwaka, niwa ta inaka wana, tiana horana, tika kuanta iwaka. Sinakua ta chakua ta iwaka tua. Ta chakua ta nakua ka ta choa, tita kuata. Suwa. Neka kuata tia kuate taku tu yawa. Chisiaka chushana kuka tachuka ania waka. Ana wana taikua papaishua. Sawatai. Siniawa maisa wanai sawanai. Tua mahatai. Tuma hatai sanawama na tuoa naia. Usa kuha takawo. Ana hutta nawataya. Nika wana taosana. Ona hataya. Saoma isawamana. Isawana kaomana. Seniakwana. Eniana. Uniana. Awana ishawakawa. Sawadaya. Tahoma sahotai wakai. Showakai shawona taud. Ishawakana omatai. Shakawa makataru makasho. Chaku machashoku akanta yuakana. O mahanata niya makatuma tashoto ana. Seni o makataina kahwatata. Shaku hatayana. Shake
Asata terekene esotoro ebeshe imana ata ikotoen ete isoto shikini imana ata sakatarekini utoi bene eti ue tatati nakatasato shana ata I vodokumana atata I sarakana ato to ishina bara ki no hoto ushutu inakata I sata unata naka ita iwa sata kino oto shiberekane eto tutena kata I uina na o ehkina he uene kina he osta tarekana vodotu shikana mana I tuto inakata aso shore ito tutena hata rekina atata Kuatate iki nohoto uk nahata ik nahat ut I ushiki na no iyo hi koena ata washahi konohoto
Tuahati shakana watana kuhoto tukua. Sana wana tainana. Siniana mahuma. Siniakuana. Soanakumachaniakuana. Ania mahuana kaikawata. Sawana huanaka. Shenikiawana.
Utanahati, utanati, usapata, utanioto, ivoshonoto,
Koshiyana to koshina
pashanti.
ta imena to shokoya kayana to shakaya no tashakia. E amore no to shiki anatai shukore ne te shiki anati ko toto ye tete ya toto to ya rete ya toto ye kia. Ay koshina ta ko maya na ta shukore na ta shukore. E ashomaya na ta shukore na ta shakaya no to shikia. Oreya Natasha Kaya More no Totoya Kia Ashikim no Totoya Kia no Tokashikia Toto itia Toto itia Toto tia tia ko toya taya toya tia toya ki Toto toya ki tika Toto kaya rete tika 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 Toto ya rete tika 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 Toto ki ay shikuko ya rete.
Kerekana ata siki tini ata shikata utue bashana ke nihe I uena haka I soto uno tu utue shabada kine eseta iro o una hakati utue shave ino ho tu u shene eka I sana uena kata nehe naha toe shiko inni mana ato o barakana asata kire kena ekoto shabare kena mana.
Suataku makatacho kuakata. No kuatai kakuakata. Nishakuo makai takapakupataita.
If there's anything
Ya
else.
no to shokoya no to yeshikaya no tota yekia toto yekia toto yeki shikiti akoya no te shikaya no toto yekia akoya no te shika. E akomare no te shikia no to shokaya no te kashoko miti ako shokomaya no to shokoya. Ayokore no te akosho no taye chochuto tia te tigara no te shikia. Oi, shikia mashuku kaya shikaya chukushuku titi kashuku titi kashukoya titi kashukoya.
Uina ui. Tuona umahauna kauna umakoune uang. Shuona hauna kiwana un. Shewaka una keukuan. Te untaku umakain. Shikukuan na kaune. Nema umakauma. Shumana kiwokon takum. Numata ine taum tayum. Unayum mamayona mayona.
Mikia no to shokaya no tokoya no takashikina te no to toto ye karina te shoko toto ye kia no to toto ye kia shakana te shoko kori ni te shakaya no te yokoshaka. E ano to shikina te yokoshono to e kia no to shakaya no to to e kia no te shakaya. Amoko e no to ye koshaka no takashono to ye kia no ta shakaya no to yaka. E amakaya no to shokia. Amare na to shokia na to shokaya na to kaya na tayo korin na tayo shukine ni tike shukorin ni tia shikia na tayo ko shoka mai na tayo ko shoko. Amare ni tia ko shukoya ni tia shokaya mai na to ye kia na tayo ko shokaya ni tia ko shokaya na tia ko to ye kia. Ayo more ni tia shikia. E amore ni tia kumena taya kushumotoye na taya kushukoye kaya ko shakaya ko kututoto ye kia shukoye ni tia kasha.
Uasata ia kanani ama taie kiasa uatana ia naya kuata uasa naya kuta kua ia naya kia awa nai ia wata naya kua satua Aya, ia, kua satai akatua nei mia mawa sau atati akatua kua ya sua ya ta umbaya awata uya ta kuya ta no e asau ya ta mai akatua ta kuya ta wasa mbaya ka kuya ta mbaya ta
Suonata.
mbaya katua
Siwa sheko maya soto eshe. Ele se te ayala to shakuto eshe. Ya moase kiwa shakuta ise. Shua daima au shekima. Te ale sekima sheko sheko sheko.
Wakahuna kahunai. Tanahuma hanai. Shoanai anai. Nahanai anai. Kanahunai nikiamakuane. Shishiapuna kaihiana.
Ieta kota kana kiwa sakua tanu ia ewa tuiwa amai akatua mawasai ya otakua ta dia aya oyata kumbai saua kauati akani kuni awasai akua
Ia kushi kia koia no toi shikia no toia mai no toi shukuia no taia shukuia ia no taia Koshakane kia koshakane kia koshakane koia ia koshukuna kia koia no toi shikia Tia kutotokore ni tia kutotokore ni tia
Bayata, Koyata, Sata, Quinia, Kuata, Baya, Kuata.
Yao go ke maya sia tokia ya sao shugu.
Awaya tu, Papa Boya, Kunonuya, Ayode, Yawaya tu, Tata, tu.
Sileki maya koto eshe. Yawa se komaya. Satai shaya so shabas komaya.
Patatu.
Shikino toya koia no taia koshia no toia na taia. Ia na kushikia no toia.
Chao
Papa Bayu.
Ia no toia shikia. Aia no toia shikia no tushakaya no toia. Ama koia no tia shikoia.
Masio, sayu, tu, kuti,
Yala tai sikiwa. Domala yasi.
Koia no tia shikia no tushakaya.
ku, siti, kutu.
Ya sika shikumaya saya to.
Kui, katu, ka, ni, yuwa, suwa, ya, tuwa, ya.
Kale sikima.
Uwata, kana, iya, ka, uwata. Nawata, mini.
Soko to eshe.
Ma, uwata, iya, ka, nuwa, sayawa.
Nuto eshe kaya mahana to. Toke kimai.
Kawaya sa Sawata Naka Mayata Kuna Baba
Yamokia shikia no toshaka, akia no toshiki.
Kata kini
Kia shakaya no toshakaya no toya shikia aku ayana tayo shukoya. Oya marini tia shukoya na tayo shukoya. Mea tia ka shukoya. Ya matai shukoya ni tia shukoya.
Sao shuka malata
Mako
isi.
shikia.
Kusaya yakoshka. Wakiwaska shekali iwasakush. Tre arikima watai likisi kiashaka letu shakatu shakatu shakai kota.
Kawata yubai. Jau tuaka. Dewa mamata wota.
Yareki yawese gumaya.
Dewa makawota yaka.
Kalisi.
Awasa Kini yuwe ta uwa sa kumba akuna. Kuata ya koto kutunga. Kundunga kana kutua.
Shaki. Shaki. Kali siwashka. Kiraka
Papayaka nuka. Nagiyata kuwakata yakunaka. Mayakanika kundi. Kundi. Nakunwa katiyata wasata. Kuka ikiniki kuka taku wasawiya mamiye yaki uwa suka na
Kali siwa kala koso koto awishe. Yumala tai siwa shakush. Kri ala su shakumaya taya. Tayo sokawishe tayo mai halata. Kush kale kiki mahasu kush kutai kala. Yaso shauke yaso kosha kotoe. Yala ala si yasu shu. Tomaha yaso shao ke ata yisi kiwash. Galisi kauta yisi tau. Sutali si yasa kawishoko o ta kima aka ikiwa aka kiki. Sushakata yisi kiwa sakata ta tali kisiwa. Tawisi kiwa she ikiwa tali si yashaku iwasaka wishakawas. Wasiki mawisi washkashkush. Tali si washukime akali kisikiwa kakali sikiwa shakali kiki.
No
wata ka
Tau isi.
tunga kandunga iyaka uwa yasaka wata kaniki kai akua au sua nui akaku asayata aka ningi ai si nia kua ia waya suata nai katuata kuata uyasa usia mia suyata mayaka
Suama yenakawaka. Desawantai nikianaka. Suku makatashe katatu makase sukua. Narakana.
Saya tawe shekawe sekiwa wate. Imari siwa shaku shekawe. Gege wasaka shaku shaku.
Nawanakahuma sauma sina hanaku masana takumainaka.
Tau shaka.
Sawana.
yata kui yawa suyata waki ki akantani wo saya sayo atau nei ki O saya nai ta kuwa tai akanua mai akana kuwa kawa saya.
Kali siki weshiki kiki maka kali siki washiku kutu kutu. Kayam to ese kayam to ese kotai ke ukoto eke. Shawe se ya au se kumaka kaka kaka. To te ali kimiako se kutu. Te kimatao e shiko te kau te tau ku tau e shiko tau makai sikiwash kawish ke kawish shiko makai siwash kawish sikimakash kash.
Asatu aki akana o asa o akani o asa tua akani suatu wayata ku asa wayatua baka kuwa ka kiwe suwa iya kuwa kayiwe ata wata
So shall se kawish tai siwash ke shkari
waka iwata tuata tata kuyata kanua yaka kuwasata wata huwa ia sana ia kana waka kuwata tana wata
Thank you all.
kunata inayata
Oh, Castellana.
inayata kuwata te wata suyata kuna yata.
Yes, Erin, go ahead.
Oh, I just, for a moment, I could hear Wesley. It was light language, but it was English. It was just, but basically at the end there was just something in the collective or something in our shield that needed to be really cleared. And I think Wesley and I were working together. And then there was a point where everything felt much better. And I think I was like, good, okay, it's good. And then Wesley's like, yeah, you're welcome. Because it was a team effort. But it was just so interesting to feel the interaction with the light language, but know exactly what was happening, I guess.
Yeah. So wonderful. Yeah, we've been clearing individually in each other and also collectively as the whole grid. As we mentioned, we put the intention from the beginning. But yes, I saw that they were going one by one also, cleansing and moving energies that they were sort of stuck in our system. Yeah.
Yeah, like it wasn't moving the way that, it just took a couple more repetitions is what it did. Yeah.
And where thoughts were involved a lot. So like the mind was too much involved, creating thoughts that they were in disalignment with the energies that are really happening between each of us. And so often the mind can just step in and start thinking things, and we might spend hours turning into those thoughts, into those things that they don't even exist, that they are just triggered by something. It does. It has been a lot of cleansing on that, on the stuff, and they've been very present. And also the cats from Stephen, I felt the presence of them, and then when I opened my eyes, they were there. Also, the dog of Allison is always there, present as well. I feel it's so strong, so powerful. Did you get any message for this transmission? I saw Tammy also speaking light languages. Well, I heard or I felt, let's say. They've been activated, Tammy, for as well for a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
They've been a while, no? Around.
It's been quite a few years, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Very nice as well. Very nice vibration. Very beautiful. Wonderful. And yes, and Stephen was sharing here in the chat that the new moon is also affecting everyone. So of course, all these eclipses that we have had, it has been very, very, very powerful, really, the effects from them. And yeah. Anybody has had any message from this transmission, codes that you would like to share? Anything with the rest of the group? Wesley.
Yeah, I just think it's amazing. That's actually, there was a lot of information being shared between us all. And Aaron, yeah, I resonate with exactly what you're saying. What I really felt, I don't know, there's a big connection, big owl presence. I felt like a big owl presence, and I actually felt it's interesting that Ishmael, you were saying, oh, Peter was talking about the moon, because fairly earlier on, that's where I really felt that connection was coming into play of whatever's happening. And it's just so amazing, to be honest. I feel super, like, thanks for everybody here and everything you're doing. And I just feel like super amazing. So yeah,
you all do that. And like Wesley say, you facilitate your intentions are. It's like sometimes Wesley's playing a drum, and that drum helps me to connect with the light language that I'm tapping to, and your presence is, like I say, the presences of the souls of the animals. They were also helping. That's what I try to say. They are always there supporting, and they were here supporting to facilitate the transmission for the whole humanity. So it's so wonderful. And I'm gonna just say one thing, Stephen, and you are next. Kathy is in the chat. It's beautiful. I felt it strongly in my heart. Everyone is amazing. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you very much. Yeah, we do feel that as a collective here in the group as well. Stephen, yeah.
Oh, thank you. So you prompted me. I went out of my mouth when you said ancient. When you was getting to that deep voice with the drum, I almost had sort of like with the language before, almost like an ancient Polynesian sort of dialect or something like this. Yeah. And then when I was getting into it in that low voice came, I could see almost like not a small canoe, but like a larger boat. And I could see them. Like this is like, ooh.
Yeah. That's gonna happen a lot. That's what I meant before when having visions with the light languages. They bring visions. Often they bring all moments from past lifetimes or linear timelines that they are happening at once as we speak, and there are situations where someone reacts or receive a healing in that timeline that is actually the problem or the issues that is having that person in that timeline is affecting to this one, and natural healing happens also in front of everyone, and that's so wonderful when it happens and the persons getting tears, and it's so beautiful. That's why I really feel lucky to and also I will never, like I said before, I will never regret to face my fears, to face my anxiety, creating the group and being here for 95 weeks now. And this is definitely thanks to you all, because in the beginning I didn't know what was going to happen. Imagine that you get your light languages activated and your guides start telling you need to create a group there and you need to start talking those light languages to everyone. And I was just really freaking out. And I say, what I'm going to do? But suddenly I started coming across with brothers and sisters, and they were so friendly and so close to my heart, and they come from other parts of the world, totally in the other side of the world, and many of them that, like Alison, came in from the very beginning. And then once we did a session, and we found out that we were family and relatives in another timelines as Native Americans, actually in twice, no, in two timelines, in different parts of the U.S. We were family and relatives. We were in the same tribe, and that's so amazing, and that's what is happening. We are all meeting up again, and we are, but for us to realize and notice that, well, there are some people who are very sensitive. They are very, very much clairsentient, and they can feel it straight away. But there are other people who are not, and then that's why they were saying in the channeling, start expressing more what you have inside openly. You will know who you can talk to. You will know where to express yourself, but start doing it more and more, because there might be brothers and sisters there that they are in the same situation, feeling like, I'm not sure if I should say this or that. And then when a brother of us or a sister of us say something, we feel motivated to say everything that we have within, and like for maybe years stuck there inside, or maybe even since we were a boy or a girl, they've been forever there. So yeah, it's really time of manifestation and coming together. That's the way we are going to feel the blessing of all the efforts that we've been putting into remembering and rediscovering everything that we've been through in the past years. When we manifest, we start interacting with all these archetypes, let's say, and geometries, like you were talking before, Stephen. Wesley also is very familiar with it, and Erin as well, working with geometries and Alison. Everyone really here, you are familiar with it. So yeah, in order to don't see that so abstract, we need to talk. We need to also talk about these things. Otherwise, it's fun to hold into them, but they are meant to be shared with the grid, with the whole community called humanity. Yeah. Nea Juana Taina Hunata, and at the same time, they say it's a liberation for all of you. Instead of keeping inside, as you express, you will be deliberating yourself from oppressing energies. Atuma, Kia, Naruna, Asurunu, Nurukua, Niaranata, Inaranatuana. Is the blessing of connection, is the blessing of interconnection. Tanurunu, Sunurukuana, Nene Turukunua. And you help each other to bring all of that knowledge from your ancient wisdom that you all have. Kahunuruana, Seniyarana Kuanarana. Don't know if to... do Stephen, please. Yes, definitely. If you're the thing is, I have this thing. If something is felt in the heart, it's for a reason.
I know, but I've actually, as an ex-cocaine sort of user and addict for 20 odd years, I gave up on one thing and another. So I've kind of left Class A's alone for around about 5 years and managed to get over them. But I was tempted to do some DMT. Yeah. And I probably did my first bit of DMT around about a month ago. I was a little bit anxious about it, maybe. But when I got into it, it's only a small period of time that seems longer. And wow, it's like, is it Vedic geometry and different sorts of thing that started coming? and I started to breathe through, and it was almost like Sinatra. It's like little cues that sort of like I got to a point of that. And then there was a Spanish guy who was going to do ayahuasca, but the Colombian guy couldn't get a visa in. And that was supposed to be last week, but the Spanish guy still came. And he brought some changa along as well. So we did some of that again. And it's changed. I jumped back into the same software, the same Vardic thing. It was really crazy.
It is really. That's why it's important to share also, to just to find out also that you are not crazy. All of this is happening in us. We are capable to read this. We are capable to sense this. Some people with visions, as we say, some other people just, yes, they live it. They live it in every single breath that they take. So yes, these things are, thank you for sharing it, Stephen. And I am very glad that I have to say something that I came across with in a hypnosis session. Some of my brothers and sisters, they know already because I shared it with them already before another week. But in one of the hypnosis sessions I did to a gentleman from Ireland, this gentleman was very worried because all the money he was earning, he was spending it. He will never save money. So he was really worried. And one of the questions he brought to us, to his higher selves and guides in the session, was why I have this addiction, why I have this problem. And the answer from the higher self was very, very much, for me, a way to release a lot of guilt and a way to release a lot of pain from the past, because we've been addicted to something.
I'd agree. But it's part of a thing, of a sequence to go through that you've got to go through. When I see my numerology, I'm a 9, I ask for it all. You know, so if I can try and look at that and don't get so angry about things, or
very good.
Don't get so frustrated.
But there is still a lot of people who do get very frustrated, and the answer of this the higher self from this gentleman was, everything in life has been designed to be addictive. Everything in creation
I see that now in the
for humanity has been designed to be addictive, so that humanity keep engaging with things. That's why it has been designed that way. So the higher self continues saying, it depends of you what things you get addicted to in your own benefit. So that's what we are getting. We are getting to act with consciousness and with awareness of what things we choose, by already knowing that everything has been designed to be addictive. So that's the thing that I wanted to share. And I might keep repeating this and sharing it with more and more people and more times in the weeks ahead, because there are still a lot of people in the collective who feel very guilty about that past. And that guilt, they don't
get rid of it. I've got rid of it. I mean, a lot of us are dysfunctional. Yeah, I've had to do it. I've had the worst images. I've been there crying, you know, but then learned what to do. But it was autodidactic. I kind of learnt myself.
Of course.
When I tried to do it via other people, it's like I hadn't healed my shadow self, and it came and knocked me and made me worse and put me in so I learned.
Of course you learned, brother. Of course you did. And all these addictions are there for us to learn. Yeah, but whether we want to take them ahead and continue consuming them, that's another question. No, is it benefiting me any longer? Is it bringing me more? If it's yes, okay. And if it's your choice or your will is to continue, it's up to every person, because you are your own owner of your life. But if it doesn't, and you have multiple choices that you can choose in life, that they are equally addictive, but they can bring a lot of goodness as well. Yeah, I mean, they are there as well. So why not to choose also other things that bring us also life and not too many secondary effects, let's say, no? Like, because they are like a lot of medicines, let's say, from the pharmaceutical companies that they have. They are fixing you one thing and they have 2,000 million side effects. So these type of things that we've been addicted to medicaments and to drugs of this type. Yeah, if it's doing any good to you, great, carry on. But yes, we are being called also to be aware, more aware of what we are feeding ourselves with. No, is from acknowledging that everything is truly addictive, very addictive. Everything.
I found a good counter to it that I came up again with myself, because I heard it said a few times. Right, try and go back into yourself and remember the youngest you were and when you was happy. No, further. I want further. Now, come on. And I'd have to go back and I'd try, and then I'd do another night, or he may have be hold on to a crystal while I'm doing it. And then I got back to the stage of being like 4 or 5 and going out shopping with my mum and carrying other people. And if I saw a lady with a heavy bag, I'd carry it and open the door and just smile. And then the more I got back into that personality, the more I enjoyed myself.
Of course, exactly. So yeah, getting addicted to yourselves, it's also great. But as they say also in the channeling, now are times to also keep that addiction towards ourselves, but share also the addiction with others, like we are doing here, no? Like we are doing here, because you see, we learn so much, honestly, we learn so much. And also, like I say, a lot of people will be watching this, not only people, humans, a lot of people from other planets also watch this type of programs that humans we are doing during the period of ascension. And they can see and they can learn from what we do here. And when we share these things openly, obviously they learn also how to understand ourselves. They come from different let's say, dimensions. They come from different races, galactic races, and they will be eventually meeting us here. So they have this thing about watching these programs and these videos as well, so that they can learn how we are for the times coming ahead, when we will have this galactic disclosure of meeting and gathering and mixing with them. So that will be happening eventually. And all of this is super, it's really great, honestly. It's so great that it doesn't stay in one circle. It goes, it's so broad. It
reverberates and then resonates with whoever.
Exactly. That's what you read my heart. It's a frequency with the ripple effect. Like,
that's sometimes what I see, like fizzy kind of clouds going out with other things.
Yeah, going like that and also like that, isn't it? To you as well.
Yes, it does come
like
back.
You and like that.
I mean, I even had it, I think Erin, she was going like this with her hand. I noticed it. And I had a dum, dum, dum in my head at the same time. And I've had people work remotely, so that's why I'm a bit sensitive. And I got that, oh.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you are very sensitive. You might feel when we are working on you. Yeah, because
I think I got a little bit of feeling of that, Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley was there as well.
Yeah. And just, it's so funny because you said like you could feel the hands. For me, when I feel the light language working on me personally, it's like the sounds kind of hit me internally, and I can really feel my whole body moving with like each syllable. So it's so neat that you could pick up on the hand motions and feel that motion internally. And then like also if you're more sensitive to the audio parts, like the actual sound, like it's almost like the sound waves.
Yes,
kind of.
yes, that's what it's almost like massaging different points and going in at different points.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly like what you're all saying. And Peter kind of goes back to what you said at the start. Remember, you were talking about you felt that connection to the was it Orion? Did you say Orion?
Yes, Orion's belt. Yeah.
Yeah. So like those interwoven connections are like, I would imagine, you know, like I can't speak, I know you, but it's resonating back with that connection again. So just become more consciously aware of that connection that you're already connected to. And the geometry then will help with that mathematics of realigning certain things. Yeah.
As I feel like it's quantum fragments coming together magnetically.
Exactly. So it's all electromagnetism, and what we're working with is the quantum field. So it's kind of like you could say they're like doctors. You kind of like
it's what energy we push out to the photon lights that are surround us, and what we generate through our brain.
Magnetic.
Then that goes back in, and that re-alters our DNA, and that picks up the junk DNA and reorganizes it, I think.
Yeah, exactly. A recalibration of information that's already there. Yeah, just rebalancing certain wavebands and waveforms and then reorganizing it, I would imagine. And because it goes back again, because you know we're all working as a team then.
I like the sound of that, and when you were saying going to Avery and one or two other places,
super.
Yeah, wow. My legs are tingling now as I'm saying it. I'm going, oh yes.
Yeah, and
I've done it. One or two groups before, but
yeah, amazing. And it's like there was one thing I was kind of what I'm going to say as well is if anyone is kind of feeling a bit, having like there's certain things coming on as well, within their life. If they feel there's certain things, like if you throw on some light language or throw on something, or if you speak it, or if you resonate with someone who speaks it, just throw it on because it can clear fields. That's what it is clearing fields.
That's what I think we're here for. To bring the light down and clear the fields, and then clear up the ley lines, get the stone circles working properly, and that boosts up the energy. And then that helps the energy that people are trying to get out because it's very programmed in. It's free. Exactly.
That's what I was going to say to you. Exactly.
Thank you for allowing me to say that, because being here allows me to be a bit more fluid as well.
Exactly.
My explanation.
Yeah. And the mathematics of what you're already talking about then is communicating with the mathematics so that's already relayed within the surface, and it is connecting to these waveforms, wave bands, and synchronizing whatever needs to be synchronized. It's all, I feel it's all light anyway, and everybody's a manifestation of light. If we come from the light, we return to the light, we are light, and everybody is a manifestation of it. It's come down different waveforms, and this is fast. Yeah, and I could have repeating what I usually say anyway, so which is funny.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And I just wanted to say earlier, Ismail, you asked if anybody got any like codes or anything, and so from this transmission, just because I don't think I can stay on super long, I've got a head cold and 3 kids to take care of. So I'm feeling my own time is time to go soon. Sure. But I just want to share that this is what came through for this blast intention.
Oh.
It's pretty busy.
Wow.
It's so cool. Beautiful.
There we go.
Wow, yeah. Wow.
Anyway, so there's that.
Cool.
And
it's like this pendant,
yes.
but with the circles.
Yeah, exactly.
Around.
Yeah. And then when Ismail was channeling, I also got this one, which is really pretty, and I just want to share it as well.
And see the
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
Was
so
you
cool.
remote viewing?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's got a few more circles in it than that one, I think.
Beautiful those are.
Yeah,
That's
so
lovely.
Someone showed me
Beautiful, yeah.
almost like a petal on a card. It had 8 points on and interleaved with 8 before.
yeah, so this is an 8-point, like, so the same way like the flower of life or the seed of life has a 6 coding, this is an 8 coding. Yeah.
I saw it on a group I was
Amazing.
in before. And a lady, the
Beautiful.
same lady showed me another one of a stone,
Oh,
and I've
and
gone, oh, that's looked like Kalanish.
Yeah, I've got one more too. I'm gonna make a mess, hold on. So this one here is the 12-pointed one. So I painted this one, and it's my drum. I love it so much, but it activates me. Like, I'll be lying in bed and it'll be spinning, but it's not spinning, but it is spinning, you know?
You can get it spinning.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's
anyway, I
great.
really love them for sure.
Thanks for sharing those.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'll
Yeah,
I'm gonna stick around for like
Ellie.
yes, I'm gonna stick around for like 5 more minutes or so, but then I'll kind of sneak out whenever. But thank you so much.
Thank you. Tammy say bye, thank you, and I send you my love. Alison, she say, I gotta go lay down. The energy is strong and my head is starting to spin. Please send everyone my love. Thank you.
Thanks, Alison.
That's Alison. Yeah, and I'm going to unpin this, and yeah, and then in gallery mode, and I can see you all together. Yeah, wonderful. And you pull a card, Melissa. Is that something interesting? Is that something shareable?
It's Saraswati, creativity, and then you're all
Saraswati. Ah.
So I was like, oh,
Oh, how beautiful. Is the goddess of the wisdom, no? Saraswati? The goddess of wisdom.
yeah, I'm not really familiar with her. Right.
What number was it?
Sorry?
Did
The
card have a
number.
number?
Oh, I don't think.
I thought you said it was a number. Sorry, I misheard.
No, Saraswati. Saraswati?
Saraswati?
Yeah. Creativity.
Yeah.
Sit quietly and tune into me to find your art, music, creative talents of all kinds. Whatever your chosen talent, allow me to inspire and elevate your gifts, raising vibrations higher. With every next breath you take today, embrace this priestess in every way.
Ta-da! Yeah, my cousin's daughter, she's called Saraswati.
I love that. I love that name.
Yeah, I went to her birth 3 years ago, before the COVID, to Spain, and they call her Saraswati, and that's why I know that is the goddess of wisdom. Hanu Anakaya, and she's a powerful. Oh, when I saw that baby, I say, oh my God, this baby is gonna turn the world around. It's gonna powerful baby, powerful soul within that baby is coming. Yeah. And the mother is so enlightened. It's Naida's sister. You know Naida, my cousin, is her sister, Stefania. And yeah, she's also, she has many gifts activated, and her husband is also activated. So they are going to bring to the child just what the child needs to really unfold the mission that she's bringing, Saraswati is bringing. And Sister Arija is coming now. She must be in the forest like the fairies. Arija, hello. Well, it's connecting. It might take some time to connect. Yeah, we can do an activation for Stephen and for Kathy, if you like, if you feel like joining, we can do now like a collective activation, because otherwise it's gonna take too long. We have been talking about a lot already, moving a lot of energies already. So yes, I think we had the amount that we needed really to send to humanity, and also to gather for us, carry on. Takaun taiu kaisa na kuntia na kawa taina honotoi netia. Sister Arilla, can you hear us? No, maybe not. Okay. Yes, maybe yes.
I have a little bit. My internet is really slow here.
Are you in the forest?
Yeah.
she lives literally in the forest. Literally, I'm not joking. She is in the forest. It's amazing. And do you want to stay for the activation, Erin? How do you feel? Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah, no, I feel called for that. That's why I was like, I think I'm gonna stay just a little bit, and it's for a reason. It's always for a reason. So yeah.
I was feeling it as well. I was feeling that something is there, but obviously, if your children are calling and something like that, that's why I didn't want it to.
No, it's okay. And also, like, it kind of comes in waves. Like, there'll be a moment where I'm like, oh, I think I have to go, and then I feel better. So we'll just
because everything is fluctuating. Even in every second, I don't know what is gonna happen next. And now I felt that is the time to do the activation for them. But I didn't even think before, 5 seconds before, when you were mentioning that you were going to leave. I didn't know that we were going to do that right now. But they told me that's what it comes down.
I felt it too. I was like, oh, that's why I'm here. The moment you said it, I was like, I'm staying.
Thank you, love. Thank you.
I have the perfect number, 6.
6.
Because we're coming up to the 6th of June, and it'll be 666. And 6 means family, but the other side stole it.
Very it's about harmony and balance. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
And we are in the month 6 as well.
Yeah, and you are 6.
And 2022 is the numerology of 6 as well. So like 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a very powerful month for sure.
And Kathy says that a thunderstorm just started happening now where she is. Where are you, Kathy? Do you mind saying?
In Florida.
In Florida.
Can you hear me? Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice.
It just started lightning and thundering.
Wonderful. I love them. My favorite ones are the ones that lands on the sea. That's the one I love the most when I'm like doing some camping in the sea and I see them landing like in the water.
That's really cool.
That's wow. It's really Thor calling to party. But yeah, let's do this activation. So now Stephen and Kathy, and whoever wants to, if anybody else feels more like receiving than giving, please do. Honestly, you don't have to be always giving. You see, if you feel the call to receive, open yourselves. These are the time, but Jeff, I'm mentioning you, Stephen and Kathy, because it's the first time that you came here to the group. So instead of trying to concentrate in doing something, now it's time to totally relax and to be receptive, so that the light languages and all the activations gets to you, and it's gonna be in abundance. If you just start to feel that a thunderstorm is happening within you, channeling, you can do that. You can focus on, okay, everything I'm receiving, I perceive it like a huge river with a lot of water going through me and going to earth. Yeah, don't hold in, don't try to trap the energy because it feels so good, because sometimes we do, not even consciously. Let it flow, because that flow is gonna benefit planet Earth, and it's gonna benefit your system and activate anything that requires to be activated at this time. Whenever you like, girls and boys, everyone. Kahuanata galactic beings. Hanatu no kuataina kahuataina tahuatatini kiwa. Hana wama tawana taua tina makaua taua hataia watau mataita wamaia tau. Tata wamagata chaka wata. Tumakana tuana. Tata wata tawata tatita tatita taitita. Takuhata. Baita tita tita takatuta stititia tusta tatita.
Aya no toyo koya na teya kosho no toyo kiya no shakaya na teya koshakaya no shakaya na teya shukoyo to ya kiya ayo koyo no toyo shakaya na teya to
Matay kuatay wata. Bata. Natua. Oh, siya. Ta. Yaka. Kuta. Baya. Kuat. Batuata. Batiyata. Iya. Oh. Saka. Yawa suwa. Mayeta mba. Masa. Sewa ayata imba ayakata kuwa wata titi kuwa asa ayakata kuta tu oyata wa ha ayaka owa ha ha ya ha owa ta Papaya kata tu waki kata wata suka ni weha wata iyo wata tu wa papa ati tu ba ate ya wata
Natai shakoya, natai shakim, shikia. Moko shikono to shakaya natai waria. Eaya no to shakaya no to shikono to shikia. Waria na shakaya no to toya, waria ni shikia na shakaya no to toya rena. Aro nataya kushaya ya ore. Iya kore ni tesho koya maya natasha kayo ya shaka. Okoshia natai shokaya no to shokoya miti shikia no to shakaya. Ya mare ni to shokaya. Ayo no to shikia no to shoko. Ya rono toya. Ya natai shokoya no to taya koshamia no to shikia.
yo asata nanani aku ata uya kuwa ko sata iya ko o ya to ya ya na mama ye aku o ati nai kadi aku o sai nai ku no au e ata
Dai waka wastiana ukware nakahatora na shiakawama taiko hanakatawate.
katatia tatatuata
Nabunara ni kuhornara
ata
niyo
kiwata
no
wata
kataoma tayo. Shoakahatawa kikwantakayo tala. Shalakala. Shakala. Oh.
Iwayata kuna iwa suya kuya
Ona taya
iwa
kwata.
tiya tumba tiya kuasata ua iwa maya kawasa tuya
An explosion of joy. Oh, so
I
lovely.
like the buzzer, the heart.
Oh,
Ooh. That was like being in a multi-dimensional sound bath. So as much as your vision gets, you see things, then it's like a sound thing, not a visual thing. But then when the sound thing comes in and you start to resonate, it starts to resonate visually as well.
Yeah.
That's it. It's super good, Stephen, because he describes the abstract feelings that we get. You know, it's like it's that.
It comes from badness. I used to like champagne, yeah, but I wasn't educated about it. But I liked it, and so I went to the wine shop and he explained the differences between the different vats, and then I could start to pick it out. And I could even tell good years and when it wasn't good and on expensive stuff. So I decided, no, just say what you see, you know.
Exactly.
And then as you do, but mostly when you're around nicer people, then you have the freedom to express and it rolls better.
Yeah.
Totally, brother.
So
I'm so glad that you are here.
I felt it all, so thank you.
Less judging and more understanding, no?
Exactly, brother.
That's what's
it's more understanding,
it's
deeper
similar.
Understanding. Yeah.
I know a group of people and they're very fixed because they come from like religion, even though they think they've dropped it. And it's only one way and it's got to be intense. And I honestly said, I don't think I can do an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm 30 minutes. But that's my own sort of thing because I pick things up. But you should have seen their faces. And I could feel that, oh no. And shit, you're drinking wine too. I'm like, oh, you're too judgmental. You need to free up.
that just comes with awareness. It's just awareness, really. It's just because you're consciously aware of, right? This, and you feel it. You just feel it. You feel it. You know, and you understand it. And it's all understanding.
To describe it abstract, though, isn't it? You know, when you get these things. And also, I must say, I've forgotten to tell you almost. I had like the fairies come in, the fair ones, the tall ones, and I also had like it was almost like a lady in a cloak, you know, and she turned and went, and I had these other ones round as well, and I kind of recognized them as the fairies, the tall ones.
I felt a similar energy, and I also wanted to say that Kathy, you have like really beautiful ancestors around you, and they're so proud of you. I can't even tell you how much energy was coming through from your ancestors, and I believe like it's in your family lineage. They're so proud of everything you've done. So thank you. And I think me just saying it was a big confirmation for you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Totally.
I felt it everywhere.
Yes, yeah, and you're so supported. So please know, like, you're never alone. You're so supported.
They actually came, many of them came because of you. That's why I can't stop laughing because it's like it's when Stephen says something that I sing in the third eye as well, or with the third eye, or felt it. Sometimes it's only the feelings that they are there. And again, Erin mentioned something, and yeah, I was feeling the same. What I was going to tell you is that many of the ancient that came because of you, like a gathering for the activation, but obviously they didn't come and only did the treatment in you. They did it in everyone, really.
Well, and that's why they're so proud, because she does collective work all the time. Like, you've done so much. You can't even put words to it. Yeah,
I feel it. I feel it as well. It's very nice and supportive.
Yeah.
Like essential, because I'm quite high. But if I don't have something grounded, then it doesn't give me the opportunity to be really clean and high.
and the growth
high.
And the growth, you know, it's like click. The energy is not is supportive, so it feels safer to push up.
Right, exactly. I really love that. And that is actually what I want to say is like the archetype of a really good healing environment is to really feel that support. Like, so like, yes, we had the ancients come in to really contain this, to make it safe, because that's what we need to feel, is supported. And they say that the archetype of a container or the archetype of a vessel is so important to healing work, because it's like that, can you contain the healing or hold people safely enough, right? I don't know, just so that they can feel supported enough to become who they are.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Arija, you wanted to say something? Maybe not. Maybe it's not connecting now, the internet. But yeah, she unmuted the microphone, and I thought that she wanted to say something. Arija, no. I feel in the energy she wants to say something, but she's having the issues. Fairies, help her with the internet connection. Mushrooms, help her.
Elementals, yeah.
Elementals. Yeah, I did a quantum session, and this lady was a mushroom. That's why I say mushroom, help her. And wow, in that part of the video, I'm laughing in tears when she said that she's a mushroom. I started laughing. I say, what? It's so cool, it's so cool. But yeah, actually, we can be anything, any vegetable, any living being. We can be incarnated or sharing the energy with, and it's incredible. Even a lady was a leaf from one tree, only one leaf, and she was saying, I'm falling. And I say, what are you? Look at your feet. And she say, I don't have feet, I'm a leaf. And I say, all right. And she say, I'm now. And she was like, she expanded her arm and her legs. You can see that also in the video, how she expanded her arm and her legs. And I say to her, I ask her, what just happened? And she say, I'm just a leaf on the floor. Don't you see it? And I say, no, I don't see it. That's why I'm asking you. And it's so funny, so funny. And that tells you how much is everything around us, no? I'm not saying this as a just for saying. I'm saying this because sometimes we also go around and we start pulling leaves from the trees just for the fun of it. A lot of people do that. Well, maybe this creates some awareness that these beings are also alive and that you might be hurting them. Because if you are gonna use it to eat it, or for something like tobacco, or something that you are going to use to help your energies, well, you can thanks the plant, you can thank whatever you're consuming and consuming, but just for the sake of it, pulling something, well, sometimes I think
that's a Rosicrucian philosophy, because I was with some people and there's at the table and we're praying actually to the chef, we're praying to the food, we're thankful to the person bringing it across, to the food itself.
Yes,
and I thought,
yes.
It's an interesting.
Yeah, it's because they are alive. That we get the energy from them. We get the energy from what we eat. So whether it's an animal, whether it's a plant, wherever it's alive. It's alive.
You are what you eats.
What's that?
You are what you eat.
Exactly. You are exactly. You are what you eat.
No, it's what you eat. It's what they eat.
Yeah, you can go like yeah. Wonderful.
Look at people's faces when you go, well, where do you think your steak comes from? The nutrition. And they go, it comes from the grass.
Yes, yeah. Arija, do you want to share something before we leave? Bye, Erin. Bye.
Thank you so much, everyone. I love you. Okay.
Love
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Let's see if Arija wants to say something, and otherwise, we can wrap up. unless you want to share something else with the group before we go. How are you feeling, guys, girls? Yeah, it's good.
I feel really good.
It feels good, isn't it?
I felt it. Every one of you had a different, like I have these headphones and sound was in this ear, sound was in this ear, but then I had sound in my crown, I had sound here, I had sound in my heart. I felt each one of you in a different spot. It was really like stereo.
Exactly. It's like Dolby sound, the stereo.
Yeah, it was
But
totally.
all in the
It was like
chakras. It was
the
like every
rapture.
different, y'all hit different chakras, and it was so weird. It was cool.
It's intelligent. It's because we are tapping with intelligence. So that's what I meant in the beginning when I say that light languages has its own intelligence, and they will go there where you need it. We might not even know in the beginning of the transmission when we are channeling the light language, but at some point, especially when they are prolonged light languages, we start having visions as well of what we are doing and where we are interacting. They let us know where we are, and so yeah, it's like we become more interactive also with our heart and intentions. Also the human part start taking action by sending more love to the area, no, with more intention, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, honestly, and that's why it's priceless. Really, it's priceless. That's why when I started talking in the group, if I say too much, it sounds like I'm just promoting the group, and it sounds like I know that I don't want to sound like that, but here miracles happen, and I'm so honored to have you guys. That's what I say, that since I heard my guides, I've never been alone. I've been feeling that my sister, my brother coming, everybody that was supposed to be here, perfectly matching the energies, perfectly matching, and this is incredible. It's incredible, and we are from different parts. We didn't meet before. We didn't. It was all spontaneous, like languages are. And then that's what I say also before. Another magic thing is that when I have done more searching into the soul because of a session or because a vision that we have had here together, we find out more information, sometimes about even timelines. Just talking light languages here, we have visions of that we've been together in tribes, and or as archangels, or in many forms and ways and vibrations, and it's so incredible, honestly. To me, this is the best of the best of life. These levels where we can reach this highness amount of energies with brothers and sisters, and eventually we will be doing this all together. We'll be aware that we can do this, so we will be high all the time, and that high that we call high today, it will be a natural feeling to live in. It won't be called to be high. It will be living in another dimension, living in another level of frequency altogether. And that's where we are going to. Now, obviously, we feel it like so high, really, so super high and nice, and yeah, you can see that. I don't know from what week my system started exploding into laughter, and since then I cannot stop laughing. before I was more serious for a long time. I was more serious with the group and everything. I was more like if I was in the school, no? But yeah, it was something like, oh, if it's coming from God, it must be something very serious, no? And then
beautiful how you've described that. You've described the ethos of the group leader who influences the other people where I go to. I feel that they really want to break out and do something loose, but no, it's got to be linear. And I'm like, oh.
It doesn't need to. It doesn't need to. Actually,
No.
you by you letting yourself be free, you help other people to be free equally.
Right.
This joy that Wesley brought in the ending of the transmission,
yeah,
like an explosion. Maybe in the past someone would have said, "Hey, Wesley, behave," or something like that. And it's the contrary. It's the contrary. We should have received someone supporting us, telling us that's what you should do, guys. You should tap into that joy more, because we've been influenced by far too much seriosity. You call it? Is that word English? Seriosity?
Seriousness.
Seriousness. That's the word I wanted. Seriousness. Yeah. We've been bombarded by seriousness activities and things that spirituality has to be the one way and linear, like you say, Stephen. But yeah, no, I mean, spirituality should be expression in all direction, in all ways, no? In every.
I think you should feel it with every fiber of your being.
Exactly.
And my fiber is not serious. So
we come from serious, but we are not serious.
We're not. You know, you wanna flow with it. You don't want to just be serious all the time. You know.
You want to ride the wave.
Ride the wave.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Ride the wave. Ride the wave.
Yeah, and it's like a stormy wave or a big wave or
a
calm wave.
I've been saying that saying the whole week today. Like, yeah, I'm just riding the waves. I'm just riding the waves.
Riding the waves.
Well, it has. The energy's been very in and out. And if I must, like, I found that I was going too much into the other world. Yeah, and it was pulling me. But I had to live in this world, and the money's got very low. But it's still, no, don't worry about that. No, but it's pretty bad. No, don't. Okay, I won't worry.
Meli, exactly what you were telling me with the video. Yeah. Yeah, Meli sent me a video the other day that was talking about exactly the same thing that you are saying, Stephen. Exactly.
It's like we're getting sucked into the 3D serious, and then we're like wanting to be up here. But
what's it called, that Chinese way? When something minimalism. And I came to the thing, well, no, I'm trying too hard to find out what my path is. What the universe wants me to do is slow down, don't take it so serious, and it's going to organize it. Yeah. But if I go intently like that, then I'm going to sit at a wrong angle. And this is why you're being taught almost to stand down, then learn to stand up, then learn to back away from something, then learn naturally maybe to go into it like we did tonight.
Exactly.
I think as long as you find your center, that's like something that I've learned is like we're human at the end of the day, and we will have our like ups and our downs, and we want to be more on this side and less on this side. But like as long as we kind of come back to our center point as quickly as possible, then we can be either or, really. Like that's duality.
Yeah, but no, it's the center way. It's the third way, isn't it? You drop the duality and you want to try. That's what we're trying to get rid of, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always find the center point.
Very much to do with Mother Earth as well, center points and ley lines and stuff.
Totally. It's all wow. And this is the other beauty about the light language is that they raise our frequency so much that we start talking a very high level as well. We start
Well,
talking.
that was Wesley. I think that was Wesley unlocking it with your low voice and how you was doing that. You was reverberating something. But as we was talking about being given reassurance almost, that ancient style of voice was the reassurance just to be still. And then something like a tumbler lock was unlocked.
You can read a lot, Stephen. It's amazing. It's amazing. Please carry on with the
Nice.
openness.
I've never been encouraged to, really. Do you know?
Yes,
no, I
please.
haven't. I could tell you stories about seeing Ra's eye. I'd also seen chorus, and I had the sequence go up into the Falcon Book. The sequence.
Well, here, if you want, you have your place where you can come and join us.
I'll get my wings out.
Exactly, open the wings.
And there was one thing I was going to say, Stephen, is to you as well, is that actually I was going to say it to start, but I didn't get a chance to say it. When you said sometimes you're not being seen, I get that, but actually it can be a kind of a blending, and it can be like some of the ancients used to be able to weave into patterns. So sometimes it's like you're not even there. So it's like you could be in a place, people don't notice it, but you're still in the place. So it's like, you know, the ancients were able to weave in and out of different patterns without being noticed. So, you know, that's how I would resonate with myself, because like I was asked to be a part of an organization a few years back, and to do healings and stuff. But I kind of step in and do my thing, but I blend in, and then I go, and then people will be like going, "This is amazing! You just pop out of nowhere." So it's kind of blending. So what I would consider kind of blending, and some of the ancients will be able to kind of blend into patterns like you won't be seen. Like it's shape shifting really in different ways. Like, that's just my understanding, my experience of it. If you could resonate with that, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's like,
you know what I mean?
Shape. It's when I get seen is that maybe what my talk scares
some people would be yourself too, like as in like sometimes you might feel like you want to express it, but sometimes it might be in a different wave band. So it might be like what Ishmael said earlier on, which I would imagine is what I picked up, is that you might be in a different wave band, so they might be resonate with your experience, but you're still there. So there's still an important reason that you're part of that fabric. They can't even see it that you're part of the fabric, but you're in a different wave band. You're in a different. It's like a musical instrument. You hit a boom. You're in a different waveform. Like you're in a different wave band. They're just they might pick up on it, even though you still need to express it, but they mightn't even get it. So even when you need to express what you're feeling to say, they mightn't even get it. So you mightn't even say, right, even if I express myself here, these guys won't even get it. So what's the point? until time has come, and then time has come, then they'll get it. And you're like, oh my God, no, they get it. But they get it in time. If you could resonate with that again.
No, I can. It's like even being near some of these people, I've noticed someone in a bad mood and so on someone else. And we went and stood behind, we just winked and went and stood beside him. And then just like for a minute, we just go, and he just went, woof. There's another guy who came in. I could bounce off his energy. It was so negative. And he was being repeated. I think you're creating your own negativity. He was trying to do something. And the wall of energy is just like, and he kept on going, ba-bum, ba-bum, because he's Italian. And then I said to Peter, whose house it was, I said, I think I've given you some crystals. Could you bring some down from upstairs, please, Peter? And I got my divining rod out and I went, right, that one. Right, there you go. Pink quartz. Just breathe with it. And he just went, boom. It was like he changed and he wouldn't leave his quartz. And when I saw him again, he had this beautiful sort of aura about him. It was so nice.
That's a good man. That's amazing. And you see, sometimes people sometimes there'll be circumstances they don't even realize it, and they might be carrying that. You realize it because you're sensitive to it, so they don't realize it. And that's that was my challenge as a kid. Is you see it, you feel it, but and sometimes you take it like I would have taken it on without becoming aware of it. But then when you become conscious aware of it, you go, whoa, I feel this. whoa, but then it's recognized, right, we need to do, we need to do some distribution of energies here to transfer whatever's in the field, if it's impacting me, like personally. But they don't realize it. A lot of times they don't even realize it. That's from my experience anyway. Because like what you're talking with would resonate with what I see, is even this week. And people have come up to me about it, like this up to me. But on another level, they don't realize it. Like, so I know it's brilliant. What you did is a brilliant job. And
don't get me wrong, I know different things, not like loads. It's just that.
Yeah. No, good. Like, so it's perfect. So, like you've transferred information. There was a bit of blending, and you worked your magic. It's perfect.
Thank you.
Do you do Reiki,
Thank you.
Stephen?
Pardon?
Do you do Reiki?
No, but I've got a shitload of crystals like you won't believe. I've got stuff like, I didn't know whether to make you laugh. I've got stuff like Tensor. And cosmic connectors and these sorts of things, and they kind of draw
that he did pink quartz then?
Yeah, it's just something that I couldn't go.
Did it just something they picked up on?
Yeah, because when I was working on doing shadow work, I had grooves in the high playing. Yeah, grooves in the high, and I picked up this like 5 kilo pink quartz that I've got. And then all of a sudden I started crying. And then I realized the stone made me forget what I've not got rid out of my head was the fact that my child was taken away from me that I loved very much. And I didn't do anything wrong, and something ended. But I said to myself, no, now's the time to let that out then. Now's the time to let that out and don't feel afflicted by it, and you've learned some lessons in between. And then that actually helped me heal. Because it reminded me of actually that record, like when she's like 18 months or something, holding in my arms and dancing around to grooves in the high.
Oh.
So it's stones are quite good, I feel. And also water is as well. Water's very good.
I feel like when you put an intention into a crystal, like the crystals actually work, they work for you. As well as the other way around. Like,
I've had weird things where I've not known someone's ill, but detected to take some crystals around like a customer and agonized over which ruby hexagonal quartz to take and then give it to him. And he's been really kind of nice and like receptive of them and read 1 or 2 books I recommended because he had to have some time off work to do something. And then he texted me the next day and he said, you didn't know that I had a growth on my testicle the size of a tennis ball. And I lost my wife to cancer. This is why I was trying to redo his kitchen, and I was patient with him. And he went, but I put it in my pocket, Stephen. And at the end of the day, it hadn't grown. And I've been to the doctors. I've not only had 1 lot of antibiotics, I've gone through the 2nd lot, and I'm on these 3rd tablets, and it grows every day. So I put it in, and when I went for a pee, it hadn't grown anymore. He said, so I put it in my undies overnight. And I thought, I love that. That's childlike. And he said, in the morning, it'd gone. It'd gone. It disappeared.
Amazing. That's amazing.
And I've got the text, and rubic hexagon quartz have like pyramids, triangles, and those are supposed to be the Akashic healing records. And I only heard someone say that in a shop, yet that resonated with the experience that I gave the person. It's really quite funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's fascinating.
Amazing.
Amazing.
And I was just chatting to a lady over the weekend. She suffering with cancer as well. She started doing kind of energy work, and yeah, like she seemed super intellectual, and I was just saying basically that I started talking about certain things, but it was resonating what she was learning. So she was talking to Wim Hof, and I was talking about probably certain breaths and recharging the system and kind of shutting it down and re-invoking it really. And yeah, what I was saying to her is like, if you've got these people that are involved in actually, Ismail, you were involved with hospitals and stuff, like, cellular, it's all cellular, like, and yeah, it's like, I feel that if more people started to, if you start working with this stuff, like with these energy, I reckon it's gonna change it big time. I think it's big time because it's all cellular, and then we're bringing in the light, so we're bringing in the awareness, and we're
And we'll help it go fractal.
Exactly. So it's like they're like tuning devices. They're like tuning for they're like it's like injections, really. There's injections of light, transmissions. They're transmissions, and she, and you know, it's nice because she understood it because she went through so much too. And I was like, that's I know you're saying like your friend, like what was shared, that's amazing. And I was like, that's amazing, like, and it, like within time, like hopefully within the next 5 years, that it gets recognized, like that we could we can do the magic.
I got given people, but then they got taken away. It was really funny, you know, and it was like, oh, but I was getting going, and I managed to cure someone who couldn't sleep as well because we had such horrible images and had such a horrible time before, and because I have, and I'm like, however, and it's just told her, gave her some water that I'd prayed on, and again she said, wow, I slept last night, I couldn't believe it.
Amazing. It's amazing.
But I think like you're saying, Wesley, I think you have to be in a certain resonance. It's almost like a childlike innocence that you're not calling on purpose on it. You've just thought and want to apply it, and that would be the nice thing to do.
Yeah, and you've got that understanding. So you've got that, you know, you've got that. What is compassion? You've got scenes like that's what I feel that you're expressing. You've got a compassion understanding. So you're sharing your medicine, really. You're sharing your wisdom, your medicine of what you feel, man, and you understand it. And I think it's all about the understanding, and it's understanding the connection of because I suppose at the end of the day we're all connected anyway, and then it's realizing, right, you know, you can feel empathy towards the other, and then actually what happens is that you can work the magic, like. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how to do it good. And I've not, because you've not organized how to do it. I've just played around.
No, but the thing is, you're already doing it. Exactly. You're already doing it. It's actually becoming unconsciously aware of the questioning. So it's questioning the good and the bad. And it might resonate with Melissa was sharing some stuff earlier on. And it's finding that 0-point awareness, because it's realizing like, yeah, you're seeing the good and the bad and good, and it's just all coming from this, you know.
You can't see the light, and you can see the light, but when you've been in the dark and looking in the volcano, you really want to run to the light willingly.
Yeah, or you'd say, right, this is a deeper understanding of or so-called truth, because you realize that everything's connected anyway. And it kind of goes back to what Melissa said again. It's the 0-point awareness, where everything just is. And then you know it's going back again, and then you know that. So then it's just a synchronization of the information that's already input, because you're instead of, I'm not saying, you know, it's experience again. So it's knowing the good and the bad. So you're right, you say, right, you know, it's kind of like an alchemist. You'll be like an alchemist.
I like to play alchemy.
Yeah,
I played alchemy with myself by doing a liquid fast and clearing up my brain and everything. And wow, when you do, I mean, it's like, wow. I was like, my first one, I think it was 56 or 7 when I did one. I'm 59 now, and I forgot the milk at Lidl, and it's at the back one from the thing. So I ran, picked it up and ran back, and I just went, oh, you go, thank you.
So, you're saying,
not out of breath, feeling good.
You already, so you intuitively knew where stuff was, is it? Is that what you're saying?
No, I could run to the back of somewhere and back and not be out of breath.
Oh,
yeah. And then just with one breath, just bring myself and go, right, there you go. And I actually felt like a gazelle. And it was like, wow, this is a really nice feeling, isn't it?
Amazing.
Well, that's just by doing a deep, like a liquid, fruit and veg. And I've got a sweet tooth. So I made an apple base. It was like the 99p fresh apple juice, but not concentrate, and just do things like that with beetroot and other things, and just split them up and put the additives in and play alchemy. Put colloidal gold in, put colloidal silver in.
Yeah, And the alchemy is like what I could see when you were talking about the wine. It's alchemy, like, so it's like it's having that awareness, that certain, because it's all wave bands again, waveforms. So it's like seeing outside, and you could go down to even Metatron there. No, Ishmael. It's like seeing all these connections, and then it's like, oh, right, this, and it's all right, it's that, and then it's like, right, if we're bringing a bit of this and bringing a bit of that, we rearrange certain things. That's what I feel alchemy is, because
you're right.
Yeah,
it's fun.
It's fun, yeah, and it's like, right, I might, and which I feel that you're sharing, which I get. It's like society will say, right, I'm supposed to do it this way. You might have a totally different card, and you're like, no, I'm doing it this way. And you're like, yeah, but society is supposed to say, I'm going to do this. No, this is the way I'm doing it. And then it's showing that. It's like, whoa, he just did that. Or she just did that. So it's showing a different, it's like a different archetype that's doing it, and which you've got the ability then to become aware of whatever's needed to bring that forth.
Well, you've absolutely made me feel like absolutely super duper Austin Cooper.
No, but that's what you are.
No, and I keep on looking at Kathy, because I think Kathy's like a love cloud, like a bass line player that like holds everything there, in also the frequency too. You know, it's everyone's got a little bit of something different, haven't they? And it seems to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. It's like everything that was shared there. No, exactly. I like the love connection that Kathy's sharing, and yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing, and it's recognizing that.
Something. Happy birthday!
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And Melissa, I was going to say it earlier on, but I didn't. Are you still there? Yeah.
Yeah.
You were tuning some really. They seem to be whatever you're working with. They were what would you say it? Like profound. I would say profound.
Okay.
And
what
profound, like what you were working with earlier on, I could feel that there was
my language. That's my
language. Yeah, your light language. Yeah.
I don't even know who it was.
No, it's brilliant. I was going to say it earlier on, and then I didn't get a chance to. So I said it, a couple of times. It was kind of telling me to share it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
they are very powerful.
Very, very powerful. Yeah.
Very powerful.
It's I don't know. I just.
You do know.
I just need them.
I'd like us to meet up for the 6th of June, since we're lying and we do things last minute, and then we can bring Kathy in via a thing and just do a small group at like Avebury or wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that would be so awesome.
You could even go down to Shaftesbury Avenue, and I can show you different places that I've been where the energies are absolutely fantastic.
All of that it needs to start happening also in the physical. Yeah, we are feeling the call, all of us, and also the guides are mentioning that we should. So yeah, it's times for gatherings around the world. Yeah, definitely.
How far away is Avebury for you?
Avebury?
Yeah, or Glastonbury?
Glastonbury is driving maybe 2 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
What is the closest to me is Stonehenge, which is
I don't like Stonehenge.
40 minutes. To be honest, I was telling that to Wesley. It's like Avebury is the rocks and the land is so super magic. Actually, so magic that my mom ashes are there. I put my mom ashes there because of how powerful it is to me and how much
you have
it means
Merlin's
to me.
Mound. Have you been to Merlin's Mound in Marlborough, which is the match to Silbury Hill?
Yes.
Also in Walcott, there's the disappeared. I found out only this week, there's a third mound in Walcott, and they
Yes.
make up a perfect equilateral triangle.
Yes, yes. And then when I go to Stonehenge, I feel the power in the stones, but I don't feel that power in the
No,
land.
neither do I, because they've been moved around.
Did I not see?
That's what Wesley clarified to me the other day in a text. He say it's they moved them, and I say now it makes sense, man. Now I
Woodhenge is
understand
good.
why.
Woodhenge further down the road is really good. I get some nice energy there.
Yeah. I seen a post not that long ago, and or was it? It was a picture of Stonehenge, but like it had the Queen all over it, like projected all over it, and I was like, I don't know if I like that.
No, pedophile central.
It's the rocks are nice. The vibration from the rocks are really beautiful, really powerful. Also, the way they are in the position they are. But for example, the group that we were for the level 2 of quantum healing hypnosis, we dreamt the same night, all the same dream. And when we woke up, we did this excursion to the Stonehenge. In the dream, we were told, all of us, that we need to go to the stone and activate them. And it's because all the manipulation that they have had, moving them and changing the positions and all of that, they were asking to just activate them to bring again the power to them and bring that power to Earth, benefit from them more. No, so we were a bunch of 50 people activating all the stones there, and that was amazing. And another thing that wasn't planned, it was everybody in the bus dreamt the same dream, activating the stones. That was like impossible. I mean, if one of us or another one, you say, wow, it's already amazing, but the whole bus, we were like, this is mind-blowing, really. This is really, you cannot doubt anymore about all of these things happening, not anymore. So yeah, it might be new things when I hear from brothers and sisters, but now I honestly, I'm not the Ismael from 2012 anymore. That was always like doubting everything and saying like a part of me, yes, but another part of me, really? That doesn't happen anymore. Now it's like, it's miracles happening to every brother and sister who is awakening or awake already. Yeah. And also those who are not even aware that they are awakening. They are having these magical things happening around them. Yeah. So it was wonderful. Let's do the next gathering next week at the same time. It will be 8:30 BST, British Summer Time, and that will be on the 9th. Another wonderful number. It's gonna be powerful. And yeah, it has been such a huge pleasure to meet you, Kathy, to meet you, Stephen, and also Tammy, and all of you who came new, and obviously brothers and sisters who are with me from the beginning. Thank you so much.
I thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
I thank my gods. Thank my gods for bringing me here.
Thank you for coming as well, because it requires some courage to break through. Like we were talking to that lady before, is that she had some phobias to speak in public from the beginning. It requires courage to come here and talk about these things. I know because I've been through that, and so yes, thank you for also allowing that to come through you and flow through you, and and also join us in this
I like to
macro
yeah.
party, no?
Yeah, I like to. It's been really interesting.
And yeah, as we say, Kathy, you bring a lot of ancestral energy that is amazing. So as well, even if you didn't say anything, you will have brought. We will have told you anyway that yeah, you come with a big army. Let's say army of beings, beautiful beings.
I've been told that.
You've been told, yeah. Well,
I've been told
confirmation
that, yeah.
is then.
Yeah.
And Arija, we couldn't talk to you, but next time we hope that you get this internet connection and that they get also to know you. She's very connected to the elementals. She's very connected to the felines, lyrans as well. And it's lovely. It's a lovely sister as well to meet with and to share with healing and light languages.
Do you have a Facebook? Do you know what? I've kind of forgotten how I came about here, in a way. But do you have a Facebook group, or is it on the Quantum Healing 333?
This is a place where you can contact me. But if you go to is Metatron Ismael A. Rodriguez. Metatron Ismael A. Rodriguez. Just like it's written there.
Yeah.
And you will find me, and then I can send you the. Are you okay sending your contacts to Kim, to Stephen, Melissa, and Wesley?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you happy with
definitely.
that?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
All right.
I'm not sure what way I'll be able to do it, but so basically. I'm actually not sure what way I'll be able to do it.
Maybe also if he gets
for the man or whatever, if you're gonna.
Yeah, I can send the link to your account, Wesley.
And to
Melissa, and then
100%.
you can exchange. And yeah, this about creating also one group page is also something that is gonna happen very soon. Very soon. Not only my that one where I'm posting at the moment, but I was honestly recently for the last 2 weeks receiving that message. You need to create another one separately to the quantum one. I've been told of that for 2 weeks, but it has been happening so much, guys, that I haven't had that time to build up the page yet. But yeah, it's gonna be called Light Languages, World Light Languages Ambassadors. Yeah.
Are you going to keep the English and the Portuguese together?
That will happen also eventually, but they are not just ready yet, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop out there because I'm up super early in the morning.
Okay, brother.
Thank you, Wesley.
Everybody.
Takua Natalia Swaka.
Kua satanu yaka iwa tia papa suna iwa.
Tua Natalia.
Iwa.
Bye. Yeah, have a wonderful week, guys and girls.
You all too.
And
week.
hope to see you soon.
Take care. Thank you, Melissa.
Take care.
Thank you, Kathy, once again. And Ariana.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Ona kawa tai nakawa nakawo tai kawa tai nakawa nakawa